Alright, what's up everybody?
I'm the best realtor. A pleasure to see you again. I don't suppose this time you're here to buy property.
I am, just so I can clear this out of my catalog, but...
Spacious in the core itself. I took great pain.
Yeah, I'm skipping through, I've already seen all this. Yes, sir. So actually, for the first time ever, I've never done any mods before, and I've heard rave things about Watchtower, so I got Watchtower installed yesterday, and as promised, once I finished up the Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 playthrough, we're starting this. So, as soon as I purchase this, just so I can get this out of my log, we're going to go start Watchtower. I think the way you start it, at least the way I understood it from what I was reading, is I just need to jump to another system and then it'll trigger a quest. So we're going to be doing Watchtower. I don't know how long it'll take me. I've heard that the main storyline is like 6 to 8 hours, but that it could become this thing where you do it through like 40 hours of gameplay if you like go through the Unity and do it all over again.
Take your time.
So I don't know where it's going to take me, but this is going to be something I work on over the next, I don't know, We're going to be really busy with the Outer Worlds 2 for the next few days, but I did want to get a start on this morning for a few hours, and then we'll switch over and play Outer Worlds 2 once that goes live, and then I'm going to push really hard on Outer Worlds 2 for the next few days while we're in early access, head start access, and then once we get to the general launch, which is the 29th, I will then go back to balancing Outer Worlds 2 and this, assuming, and I might do some more Starfield in between there, but we're going to be doing Watchtower for a little bit, and then we're going to go get into Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls
Are
Online.
you
It's the
done
season of
talking
Bethesda at
with
my
me?
house, so
You have
stick
made my
around.
year with this. I just know this manor will bring you nothing except joy and good fortune. It's yours.
All right. Well, I got this just so I can have it. What's up, Transcend Thandar? ¿Qué estás cocinando? Cocinando las cosas
Those
más
walls
ricas del
look pretty
mundo.
thick. Whatever they're keeping out, it must be bad news.
All right, we have a nice little apartment now in Aquila. Must say I did that just to get that out of my quest journal. For those of you who have never done the housing in this game, it's pretty fun. Alright.
I love my job. So many memories.
Now, as I understand this, I just need to jump systems to start the quest. So we're going to go to my ship. And we are going to jump systems and see if we can't start this quest.
I get all kinds in here.
I've heard really good things about this. It is my first ever mod. I've never done a mod before for any Bethesda game. Other than, I will say, that's not exactly true, because I do own the Skyrim Anniversary Edition, and I think it comes preloaded with a bunch of mods. But that, I don't really count that, because it's not something where I actively was like, I'm gonna go do this. Dude, Transcend, IGN lied about the times, man. So, last night as I was going to bed, Xbox and Outer Worlds 2 shared the world map, or the map, the global map with all the times, and I was like, oh no! So I shared that in Discord last night as I was going to bed, and I was like, God damn it. I have to wait till 11 o'clock this morning, which is normal Game Pass launch time. So, what I'm gonna do is, I didn't set my alarm this morning. I was wanting to sleep in so that I was gonna skip the morning stream and then just wait for Outer Worlds 2 to launch, but then I woke up anyway at like 3:47. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just get up and play some Starfield. Yeah, like 6 hours. 6 hours, Transcend. 6 hours from now. Wait. Now you got me checking. Let me go look at my Discord. I'm pretty sure it's 6 hours from now. Mexico City, 11 a.m. Central. Yeah, that's 6 hours from now. 10 a.m. Pacific time is 6 hours from now. Because it's 4 a.m. Pacific right now. So we got a ways to wait. Thanks, Paul Merritt. Appreciate it. Well, then I'm off on the time by an hour. Are you guys on? I don't know if you guys are on like daylight savings now. Maybe there's a slight difference because of that. I don't know. I'm looking at the screenshot in my Discord channel. It says 11 a.m. Mexico City Central Time, which is my time. 10 a.m. Pacific Time. And if you look at Pacific Time, Right now in Pacific time, it's 4 a.m. in Pacific time. Well, maybe there's a, yeah, there might be some slight, it might be different for you guys since you're on Oceanic. But for me, it's 6 hours out. Um, because it's 4 a.m. in California right now. And it launches at 10 a.m. in California time. Code Carnage says I'll see you guys at 1 Eastern, which is 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. my time, because he's 2 hours ahead of me. So yeah, it's it's 5 or 6 hours away, whatever. We'll be back whenever it's live. We'll be playing that later. Anyway, we'll be on Outer Worlds 2 later this morning, guys. Once it launches, whatever that is. By the way, everybody, I am on my backup internet this morning. So if there's any issues, that'll be why. My main internet went down. I don't know what's up. I don't know if there's a power outage downtown or if it's just early in the morning and they've got some hiccups. But I posted my review of Vampire Bloodlines 2, did all my social media, and then I was settling down to do some other work, and the internet went out. And I was like, well, shit. And it hasn't come back yet, so I went ahead and switched over to the backup internet for this stream. So we'll see how things go. Let's take off. I think we were supposed to jump to a new system for this.
Where are we off to this time, Captain?
Off to a new adventure. Alright, don't know if I just need to jump to any system? Well, that didn't work. Hang on real quick. Alright. Sorry guys, I heard a bunch of noises in the kitchen and I was like, it's really early. What the heck is going on? I realize it's 5 o'clock right now because I started my stream a little later and it's my grandniece was up with my wife. So Chris is getting her coffee and stuff. Alright, let's go to the actual system map. Let's jump somewhere completely different. Let's jump over here. I may need to go look this up online, because there may be some specific requirements that I'm not aware of to start this.
Attention uncataloged vessel. Our systems have flagged you as suspect.
I think this is it.
You will submit to processing.
Here we go. Yes, we're doing Watchtower, Hector. Yeah, Transcend. There might be a difference between the PC and console launch. Alright, who are these guys? Who are you? You have no authority over me. This is all new for me, guys, so... Who are you? You have no authority over me.
It doesn't matter who we are. You've been flagged as a threat to others and yourself. You will submit. Please, don't make this harder than it has to be.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We are line one. Prep for incapacitation. Clearance to engage.
Did I just get, like, beamed off my ship or something? Oh shit, they're on my ship! I don't know what weapon I want, damn it. What the frack?
I've launched the comm beacon. By the time we arrive at Hotbell Station, they should be prepped for continuing.
Dude, I've been captured.
Although, should I have told them to take extra precautions? I've never heard of a detainee needing 2 neural blasts.
Oh, they stunned me.
It happens. Never witnessed it myself, though. We stumbled across an interesting catch.
I love the armor. Those helmets are badass.
Regardless, I'll start getting them ready. Ah, damn it. Another ship is jumping in. We're being boarded.
So I'm in a containment cell. I'm about to get rescued, I think. For better or for worse. Was that the airlock just break? Did somebody just blow a seal and everything got sucked out? This is a great start to an adventure, by the way. Unknown entities board my ship, stun me, take me prisoner.
Huh. Hair's a little shorter, I think. I don't know, hard to tell. But I'm fairly sure you're you. And it looks like I found you not a moment too late. Pins and needles all over, am I right? Yeah. Nasty thing, that beam of theirs. First blast disables your ship, second disables anyone on board.
I love the dialogue options. Oh my god, thanks, that's good.
Ah, yeah, you're welcome. I think. Huh, that was almost coherent. You should be knee-deep in drool, barely able to remember which shoe goes on which foot. I'm actually impressed. But you'll have to give it a little more time before you can actually talk again and be able to move more than just your head. Uh-huh. You don't say. Well, I'd love to continue this enthralling dialogue we've got going on, catch up on old times, but clock's ticking, so listen carefully. These guys who attacked you, it wasn't by accident. And if I hadn't intervened, you'd be on your way to a max security prison right now. These guys, they will come for you again, and right now there's precious little you could do to stop them. Listen, there'll be enemy reinforcements here at any moment, so I'm gonna use my ship to lure them away. Give them something else to chase for a while. Once you can walk again, come find me at these coordinates. I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. You have my word on that.
Stardock
Now,
coordinates
let's get you out of
added.
this and back to your ship.
Alright, so I'm back in my ship. We're gonna undock. And we have a new mission. Port in a storm. We meet the mysterious individual at Stardock. Well, off we go to a place called Stardock. Whoa, hello. Hail.
Your vessel is authorized to dock. Please begin approach.
Wow, that thing is massive. Look at the size of this space station. Oh my god, this thing is huge. We're gonna fly around this a little bit and take a peek. Oh my goodness. So we've got like habs down here. Are these ships? I think these are just habs. Oh, I'm sorry. I may have misjudged the... This ship has got things sticking up and down. I probably should just dock instead of accidentally running myself into everything here. I just wanted to take a closer look, man. Alright, let's get close enough and dock here. I don't know what's up and down here. We've got... It might be like this. There's like some domes there. I don't really know. This is like shipping containers. That's a pretty cool space station, man. Not gonna lie. Can you? I wonder if we can explore the whole thing, or if we're gonna be stuck to a certain. All right, time to board. All right, let's see. It's not a mission update, Kevo. It's a creation from the creation store. It's called Watchtower. I guess technically I think it's considered a mod. I've never played any of the creation things or any mods before, but everyone I know who plays Starfield says that this one is totally worth playing. I think many people have thought it's an official mod as well, Ralph, because it's so well done. It's considered as good as anything Bethesda has created. If not, some people consider it better than some of the official stuff. So I know it's so well done that it's considered official, but it's not. It's a mod by a group of people who make mods for Elder Scrolls games. Which is why I've never played it before, because I don't usually play mods or creations. But Babylonia, Hector, Transcend, I mean, a bunch of people have told me, you should play this. Who
Hello.
are you?
May I be of assistance?
What's up, Babs? Some guy told me to meet him here.
Designation, some guy, unknown. All current station residents located in recreation area.
Alright, apparently I need to go to the recreation area. There's an engineering room. Okay, anything in here? This is the kind of stuff, though. When you look at this, this is to me, and again, I haven't really played around with any of the mods for Starfield before, but this is, I know Bubbleonia, as someone who plays a lot of mods, has continually raved about how cool the modding scene is. Um, I have reluctantly not played a lot of mods, and the reason for that is because back in the day, with like Neverwinter Nights 1 and Neverwinter Nights 2, I tried some mods and they were horrible, and so I just always have stayed away. But I've been looking at, and if you pay attention to the way Bethesda embraces the modding community, and then you come in and you see this right here, I'm telling you, my initial reaction, the intro to this, and then seeing this badass space station, this is created by people who are not Bethesda people. Like, there's some pretty good world building going on here. Alright. This is our space station. Here's the mysterious dude. Dude, I love that view. Oh my god. So we're in orbit around a planet.
Ah, and there he is. Welcome to Stardock Alpha, my current home away from home. Glad you found your way here.
Yeah. Not a social call. You need to explain what happened.
I understand, and I'll even ignore the attitude. Getting ambushed is enough to make anyone tetchy. I imagine you have a lot of questions, and I do have answers for you. But first, we need to talk about the people who attacked you.
I'm listening.
The group that attacked you, they're called Watchtower. I'm not surprised if you've never heard of them. To say they're clandestine would be an understatement. From what I've gathered, it seems they've made it their life's work to hunt down and confine individuals they consider dangerous. Individuals like you. And me.
Okay. Why do they consider me dangerous?
Why indeed? What makes you so special? What sets you apart from almost everyone else in the universe? I mean, there's gotta be something. Otherwise, Watchtower wouldn't have taken an interest.
Can you tell me more about Watchtower?
What can you say about a secretive galaxy-wide organization? I don't know. I can offer some information, but a lot of this will be conjecture.
Good morning.
Given how well they hide themselves, I think it stands to reason Watchtower has infiltrated the major governments. Maybe the larger corporations, too. And their technology, I don't know if they created it themselves, but what they have is cutting edge and dangerous. Oh, and the most important thing. If Watchtower gets their hands on someone, chances are you'll never see that person again.
Well, I might know why they're interested in me, because I am Starborn.
Don't keep me in suspense. Let's hear it.
I like the options. I have abilities, things a normal human can't do.
Well, I suppose that answers that. These abilities of yours. I'd be interested in learning more about them. But that's something we can talk about later.
I love you guys. Hector's like, transcend. You mean we can disagree and not cry about it? No, that's not possible. You guys are making me laugh because over on TikTok right now, I saw a typical smooth brain comment from someone who's like, "This game just feels so empty and desolate. Is that by design?" And I'm just laughing at the difference in discourse between normal human beings, like what's going on in YouTube, versus the smooth brain troll dipshits who are populating like TikTok right now. And the typical, I hate Bethesda, Starfield, and it's like you could have differences of opinion and still be respectful to each other, and it just makes me laugh. By the way, guys, so I own the very first game that I ever purchased. This is a funny anecdote to this. So the first game I ever purchased on my Xbox Series X when I bought this was the Skyrim Super Whammy Special Anniversary Edition, which they came out with like a few months before I bought my Xbox. This is probably 4 years ago, and it has all the mods and all the creation things installed and all this other stuff. And I remember the controversy at the time was, oh my God, Bethesda, fuck you. You've launched another edition of Skyrim. This is such bullshit. We want this, that, or the other remastered instead of a Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Meanwhile, all these players who had never played Skyrim before had a chance to buy it and play it for the first time, and Bethesda got new users in, made more fans of their games. It's a great move. So yesterday they announced the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is coming, right? Which I'm totally going to buy for the Xbox. I'm not going to do a playthrough right now, but at some point. And I just laughed because I'm seeing the exact same commentary from the exact same smooth brains who are like, I already own Fallout 4. Why would I pay for it again? It's not for you. It's not for you. If you already own it and you've already played it, and you don't want to play it again and you don't want to buy it, don't. But it's for the people who never had, who are going to look at that because they're watching the TV show and they're going away from the TV show and they're saying, Fallout is a TV show. I really like the TV show. Wait, this is based on a video game series by the company Bethesda, who's also producing the TV show? Let me go look at this. And they're going to go and see, oh, Fallout 4, there's a brand new special anniversary edition. I'm going to buy that. Fallout 76, there's an online version of the game. I'm going to go play that. Oh, there's a Fallout mobile game called Fallout Shelters. I'm going to go play that. The people who are already embedded in Fallout, who have already played Fallout, and who are being the typical smooth brains, I hate Bethesda, they don't get it. Um, the whole marketing push right now is because they have a highly successful television show that's coming out. And so their objective is to take all these people from the television show and bring them into the universe of Fallout with existing properties. And Todd made an announcement at the end of yesterday's Fallout Day special and said, I know all of you existing fans are waiting for information on a new game. I promise you something exciting is coming in the pipeline. When we're ready to talk about it, we'll talk about it. They're playing their cards very close to their chest right now because they have other priorities like Elder Scrolls 6. But rest assured, they have a massive, massive, massive IP with Fallout. The Amazon TV show has been a massive hit, and they are capitalizing on that by bringing in millions of new fans to the existing titles that they have, and they are promoting the best of that cream of the crop, which is Fallout 4 with an anniversary edition, and the existing titles they have that are live service titles because those generate a lot of money, Fallout 76 and Fallout Shelters, which is the mobile game. Those three things are all about the most modern releases of Fallout to capture that audience from the show. Now, once they have all those new people into the fold and they've expanded their Fallout audience, that's when you come along and say, hey guys, here's that Fallout 3 remaster or a sequel to Fallout New Vegas. Or the next Fallout game. But it's very naive, and I just think smooth-brained of all those people who are criticizing. I wanted Fallout 3 remastered. Why didn't they give us an announcement for Fallout New Vegas remastered yesterday? Why didn't they? Just shut up and enjoy the ride. Don't gatekeep. There's a lot of new people coming into the Fallout world right now because of the TV show. People who have never played Fallout in their lives. And the last thing we want to do as fans of Fallout is meet those people with a big fucking stick and say, get the fuck away from here. This is my franchise. No, 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 no. Welcome in, brothers. Welcome to the wasteland. Welcome to the Commonwealth. Like, welcome to the Appalachians. Like, we want to welcome these people into the fold as new fans of Fallout and Bethesda and hopefully other things that Bethesda makes, like Starfield, like Elder Scrolls. The gatekeeping needs to go away. So for me, that's one of the things that, as someone who loves all of what Bethesda does, and as someone who appreciates what they're doing with the Fallout AP, with TV shows, etc., They're not leaving anybody behind, Blaze. You're just being a grumpy old shit, is what you're doing. Because Blaze over on TikTok is saying the problem with it is that they're leaving the old gamers behind to make room for the new ones. What about us? What about us? I'm an entitled person who wants all the things that I want now. Fuck off. Stop being a gatekeeper. Seriously. I'm an older gamer. I've played Fallout 4 before. I don't care if they didn't remaster Fallout 3. I don't care that they didn't remaster Fallout New Vegas. I'm waiting for the next Fallout. I'm happy to be patient for that. I have lots of other games I can play. There's also an amazing Fallout TV show right now. Exactly. More fans, more money, more games in the long run. So if you're going to be an entitled prick about it, and bitch about how Bethesda isn't doing the things that you want them to do, maybe you should get the funding together, build your own game company, make your own internationally best-selling multi-billion-dollar franchise, and then come back and talk about how they should do what I want them to do. What about me? Rah! Frankly, you're people we don't want in the community. We want the new people who are excited about the franchise. I'm going to gatekeep a little myself right now. We don't want the old guard who are a bunch of grumpy old shits who sit there and complain about everything that Bethesda does. We don't want you. You are not a fan. You are not a part of the fan base. We don't want you here. What we do want are people who are excited about the franchises, who are excited about Fallout, who love the TV show, who love the games, who want to play all the things, who want to go play Starfield, who want to go play Elder Scrolls Online, Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Those are the people we want. We want people who embrace the franchise and who are here to be a part of the future of Bethesda, not the people who are like, Fallout 4, Fallout 3 was the best game that's ever been done. Skyrim was the best game that's ever been done, and Bethesda has been shit since then, and they don't make good games anymore. And rah, fuck off. Get out of here. We don't want you here. You're not a fan. We don't want you. I'm going to gatekeep a little bit. I'm going to gatekeep against the negative little trolls out there who don't understand, who live in their mom's basement, the incel crowd who's just grumpy that they don't get to have everything that they want in life and they want everybody to be miserable like them. No, go away. Shoot, we don't want you here. We only want people who are actually fans of the franchise. So, there's my anti-gatekeeping / gatekeeping for the morning. Those of you who understand what they're doing right now and who are coming in and joining the fold as new Bethesda fans, welcome aboard. Trust me, you are welcome here. We want you here. Those of us who are really actual fans of Bethesda, actual fans of Fallout, actual fans of Elder Scrolls, actual fans of Starfield, we want you here. We want you to enjoy all of these games. We're not going to gatekeep you. We're not going to tell you that this game sucks or that game sucks or that you shouldn't play this game or Bethesda's lost the glory days. Bethesda's never going to be what they used to be. We're not here to tell you any of those things. We're here to tell you these are fun games. Like any game company, some of their games are better than others. Some of their DLCs are better than others, but they are all fun. And you should come in and enjoy them because there's a lot of Bethesda games to enjoy that have been made over the past, 30, 40 years. So welcome aboard, newcomer. Welcome, whether it's to the Starfield, to the Commonwealth, to the Wastelands, to the Elder Scrolls worlds. Welcome. And if you want to be in a good space, this is a great place. Bubblonia's channel is a great place for people who really want our community. We've got Hector, we've got Transcend, we've got a lot of people in our community who Lou is here. Lou is another person. Like all of these people love and embrace Bethesda and all of their projects, while also recognizing like Shattered Space was not that great of a DLC for Starfield, but it was still fun. Like we can recognize that some things are worse than others. I've been talking so long and going off on my rant that my Xbox is like, dude, are you still here? Um, Yeah, you got me triggered. Not gonna lie. Free engagement for me this morning because I'm totally clipping this out and I'm gonna make Blaze famous over on YouTube when I clip this out on YouTube and make a bunch of money off his stupid comment. Um, what's up, Thander? Oh, you've been here already. I don't need to say good morning to you. So yeah, it's the same grumpy people who are like, I don't want anniversary editions. I want remastered editions. It's like a remaster is just take it all. I will happily buy all the things. Although I am like anybody else, just waiting. I would love a Fallout 3 remaster. I would love a Fallout New Vegas remaster, but if they don't happen, it's not going to bother me. Those are great games. I have memories. I have lots of other great games that I play on a daily basis. Like, I'm happily just waiting for the next Elder Scrolls game. I can't wait for the next Fallout game, whatever it will be. And I'm totally buying the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. Fallout Gatekeeping. That's what we're going to call this episode, I think. This clip, which we're going to take out onto YouTube later on today. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update, everybody. And tune in live every single morning. We're usually live about 4:30 a.m. on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Main channel is YouTube. In between all the streams, that's where the magic happens. All the game guides, reviews, discussions, things like this, which get clipped out from live streams. And of course, movie reviews, TV show reviews, and all the good stuff. We also on all the socials. There's a Discord, there's a Patreon, there's a Homestead channel. And we regularly push back against idiot trolls like you saw this morning. I will always kick gatekeepers to the curb and tell them to go back to their mom's basement where they belong. The anti-gatekeeping campaign is what we have. And thanks for making my paycheck. Because from idiots like you, I get to make lots of free content that makes me thousands of dollars a month. It's awesome. But Renfail, you're a paid shill. No, but I do make a lot of money as a content creator and streamer. And I get probably half of my greatest videos this year, half of my best hitting videos on YouTube and Instagram this year have been from idiot comments like what Blaze made, where I get to spin that out into a TikTok short or an Instagram short or a full-fledged YouTube video like this one, and then I make thousands. It's amazing. I love my job.
They sure are. I've had more than a few run-ins with good old Watchtower. Most encounters have not gone well. I think I first got their attention after I dealt with a particularly nasty group of pirates.
That's right, Lou. I get paid.
Since then, I've done my best to keep my head down, but it doesn't matter. Sooner or later.
And yes, I'm waiting for the Star Wars: Old Republic remake too. And I can't wait for it to piss all the old guard off, because there's going to be so many people who are going to hate the new Star Wars: Old Republic remake. Not the Old Republic, I'm sorry. Knights of the Old Republic. When KOTOR gets remade and it pisses all these people off who are like, but it's different than the old version, and I'm there playing it going, yeah, I know, I love it. That's why I love it, because it's different. Like, I don't want it to be the same as the old one. I want it to be new and fresh and different. PD, I own the PC version of Skyrim, which I bought when it came out. I own an Xbox version of Skyrim from when it came out, and then I own the Anniversary Edition, which I bought. So I own 3 different versions of Skyrim. Lou says, I love it when Jason Newsted said when they called Metallica sellouts, he said, yep, we sold out every stadium every night. All right, good to have a name for these guys.
I'm glad you think so. But unfortunately for now, that's where the good news ends. Let me explain. When Watchtower came for you,
that's
I'm
true,
sure
John
their method
Coombs.
of capture didn't escape your notice. For people like us, Watchtower like to employ a particular device, a kind of energy weapon. The first blast disables your ship, the second disables you. Or at least, it's meant to. But you took that second burst and just kept on going, didn't you? Took a third to bring you down. Maybe now you're starting to get a picture on why Watchtower might be scared of you, huh?
Well, if they're scared of me, they should just stay away.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But scared or not, they know if they hit you enough times, even the most hardy succumb to their weapon. Now, I'm a little sparse on the details, but I do know they call this weapon the Synapse Disruptor.
Okay.
Which seems an apt name, if you ask me. Oh, and here's the worst part. There's no foolproof counter to the Disruptor. None at all. Believe me, I've looked. I've tried. There's nothing.
You must have some way to counter it, otherwise why come Why ask me to come here?
Huh, that was a bit doom and gloom of me, wasn't it? All right. Let me backtrack and rephrase things. There is no technological counter to this weapon. No magic shields or special kind of hull plating. But this brings me to why I made contact. I have devised a strategy that would keep you and me safe from Watchtower's impromptu abductions.
Okay.
But the catch is, it's not something I can do alone. And it's gonna take effort. I'm gonna need your help on this. And you're gonna need mine.
Okay. How did Watchtower find me anyway?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Kinda wish I knew myself. Because however they found you, it's likely the same way they keep finding me. All I know is that you'll be minding your own business, then without warning, in jump a whole bunch of Watchtower ships. And they're not aiming to kill you, they're trying to capture you. And believe me, you do not want to be captured by them.
How did you find me?
Well, that one, I can answer. You see, I was already on the lookout for you. I knew Watchtower would be searching for you, and I also knew they'd probably find you before I did. So I kept an eye on Watchtower comm lines, waited to see if any patrols reported spotting you, or worse, capturing you. Which they did, and since they launched a comm beacon, I was able to intercept that, and then follow its trail back to where you were. Just in time to save your ass.
Booyah.
Which, by the way, you are most welcome for.
Okay. What else can you tell me about the Synapse Disruptor?
I mean, I'm no expert, but it does seem like an incredibly sophisticated weapon. Definitely more powerful than a common variety stunner. Never ran across anything like it. Say what you like about Watchtower, but they've got some damn fancy tech at their disposal. As best as I can tell, the disruptor can't knock you out if your ship still has power, which is likely why its first shot disables your ship's systems.
Interesting. What happens if Watchtower captures me?
Oh man, you do not want to know. Well, actually, you do. I mean, you did just ask. Okay, how do I say this? Everyone has potential, though most never quite reach it. If Watchtower captures you, it's not just your freedom they take. They steal from you your full potential. I think you know what I'm talking about. I can see it in your eyes. There's something about you. You're at the start of a great journey. Watchtower would take that away from you. That's why you need to avoid them.
Okay. I love comments like that. I bought Skyrim multiple times, and I have Oblivion Remastered, but Starfield wasn't the same quality. Starfield was a mess. I enjoy Bethesda games, but Starfield was a disappointment. Todd Howard betrayed me. Then you didn't actually play Starfield. Sorry. It's a Bethesda game through and through. And if you loved previous Bethesda games, but you didn't enjoy this one because some internet person told you not to, that's because you're a smooth brain, and you should have played the game for yourself. And when you did a deep dive into Starfield, you would find so many quest lines, above and beyond the faction quest lines, like all of the different settlements that are out there that you can go to, which have dozens of quests around them. What were we doing? New Homestead, I think is what it was called. New Homestead is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. When you go to New Homestead, right? It's not part of a main quest at all. It is a location that you get sent to on a side quest. And when you get to that location, all these activities start opening up as you wander around New Homestead, right? And you find out the history of this place. It was a mining facility for the UC, for the United Colonies. And if you take the tour with the tour guide, you'll find more information out about all of the different locations in New Homestead. And then if you go talk to the museum director, you'll find out more about the history of Earth and the history of things. And then you'll find little Easter eggs, like the actual scroll, the actual Elder Scroll that's on display at that museum, which is a nod to and an Easter egg to another one of Bethesda's projects, the Elder Scrolls. And if you then go talk to the doctor, and you'll find out about her dislike of tourists, and she wants you to wear the suit to scare off the tourists, and all of these other things, like those are the types of things. Like New Homestead is the perfect example of the type of content that Bethesda makes in all of their games. It's a side location where you can get lost and spend 10 or 15 hours doing side quests that have nothing to do with the main quest. They have nothing to do with the faction quests. It's just side content that's there for people who stumble upon it and immerse themselves in the world. So when I hear people make stupid comments that Starfield wasn't the same quality, or that Starfield doesn't have the same type of content as other Bethesda games, or that the planets on Starfield are devoid of life and there's nothing there and there's no POIs and there's no quests, I say you haven't actually played the game. Because if you had played the game, you would know about places like New Homestead, and you would know that it's the exact same type of content that Bethesda has made in all of their games. Little locations where you can go and lose dozens of hours of time working on side content that has nothing to do with the main storyline and allows you to lose, if you do them all, hundreds of hours as you work your way through a game. Is it different than Fallout? Is it different than Elder Scrolls? Yes. Of course it's different. It's also got space flight, which none of the other games have. It's got 1,000 planets, which if you think about in the grand scope of things, if you don't understand what that means for the longevity of the game, smooth brains. It's got gunplay. There's a lot going on here. You sent me something. I got goodies. There's no such thing as a credible rumor, John Coons. We just wait for Bethesda to make announcements. How did you know Watchtower was looking for me?
Huh. That's a fair question. I'm trying to think of how to answer without worrying you too much. Okay, a while back.
Smooth. Failed to
I got
meet
my
your
hands
expectations.
On a Watchtower database.
That's good.
Your name showed up a lot. Most of the information was encrypted, but there seemed to be a lot of it. I couldn't tell you why, but Watchtower has been keeping tabs on you for some time.
Tell me about this strategy of yours.
It's fairly simple, really. Maybe you already noticed, but Watchtower's disruptor. It takes a while to charge between bursts. And as long as your ship has power, it needs to hit you at least twice in order to incapacitate.
Okay.
Now, if you're flying about all by your lonesome, it's not too difficult for Watchtower to blast you as many times as they need. But what if you weren't by yourself? What if you had the support of other ships?
Yeah, somebody left a comment this morning. I deleted it, of course, and I banned that user from my YouTube channel. But they had left a comment on the Fallout anniversary. They said, this announcement is the worst thing I've ever heard. Bethesda needs to delete themselves, and so does Todd Howard. And those kind of comments, like, no, we don't permit that first and foremost, because you're literally promoting someone unaliving themselves because you don't like what they have done as a video game creator. So there is some, like I said, this comes back to extremist incel attitudes. These are the types of people who, for better or for worse, they will do things like strap a jacket on and take an extremist action that harms a bunch of other people because they're so unhappy with their lives and they want to cause harm to other people. And it's like, it's just a video game, guys. Like, it's just a video game. Like, get over it.
In a nutshell, here's my strategy. You don't fly alone anymore. Instead, you get some buddies. You get more ships. You get a fleet.
A fleet of ships.
Then, even if Watchtower track you down and get a shot in with their disruptor, with other ships there to cover you, they'd never get a second hit, giving you time to recover, get back in the fight, and avoid capture. Think about it. It makes sense, right?
More ships. Boggin says, it's been a while since I commented as I watch in parallel to work, but I had to chime in. I previously fell off every Bethesda game prior to Starfield. I mean, that's fair. Like, some of the old Bethesda games, I mean, they're old at this point. They're clunky by comparison to Starfield. Um, so, it's you know, I like it. It's got a lot of good things going for it. You should, Tiff. I mean, if you liked previous Bethesda games, I mean, there's a lot going on here, is the thing. And the key is there's a lot going on. But there's also a lot going on in every game they play. Like, especially like having just played the remastered version of Oblivion, like you load up the remastered version of Oblivion, and like you have access to all of the fast travel waypoints immediately from the start. That's an overwhelming amount of content to go through. Now for old hands of the game, that's fine because it allows you to sort of immediately pick the quests you want to work on. Thankfully for new players, it's really easy to just follow the main quest. What were we playing? Oh, we were playing Elder Scrolls Online because we're getting ready to do the deep dive for that, right? And so I was playing the intro area for the new player experience. And like that starter island, when you're starting as a wood elf or whatever, they all have the starter islands. But that starter island, it's like we were following along the main quest, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's a side quest, and we're running along. Oh, there's another side quest. 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 And it's like in the first 5 hours of playing the game, it was like not only is there a main quest, but we found like 10 little side quests that we can go work on. That happens here too. They're under activities and missions. And plus, there's the kiosks here, which are like the Radiant missions, which, to be honest with you, are kind of boring for people like me. I don't really care to do those too much. I did my first playthrough. I spent a lot of time going to the kiosk for like space missions and just going and blowing space pirates out of the sky because I had a great I was loving it. Like this, I like the ship to ship combat in this game, and I love having these ships that I can customize and like go blow up space pirates, and I can take over their ships, and I sell their ships and loot their ships. And I had a great time doing that my first playthrough. I probably spent about 200 hours doing the Radiant system. Now that I've got it out of my system, um, it's a system that's meant to be, it's a repeatable series of quests that can be boring if you don't like repeatable quests, but it also provides entertainment for the people who do like them, and I have gotten my enjoyment out of them. um, so yeah, Lou says, I haven't played Starfield yet, but I love Bethesda games. Once I'm not furloughed and the shutdown is over, I'll get to it. Nice. That's exactly true. Shower Lurker says, I get in arguments a lot about Starfield. I always ask one simple question: what is bad about Starfield? And they never have an answer. They just say it's bad. That's exactly the point. They never they can never say they can never say what's actually bad. And when they try to say something, like as an example, the planets are empty and there's no POIs. And I say, have you ever been to New Homestead? The New Homestead experience is the exact point that I'm talking about, where if you just go visit these planets, many of them have places like New Homestead where there's lots of stuff to do, and they are POIs that you would never discover if you didn't go there first. It's also space. There is no realistic way that you should expect 1,000 planets to have bustling city hubs on every single one of them. There are many planets that have POIs on them because they are developed planets in developed systems. The key of that 1,000 planets is to allow over time more content to be added to fill those planets, and to also allow creators to come in with creations and add content like Watchtower to fill in those POIs on planets like that. But if you say things like there's nothing to do on the planets, I always come back and say, well, then you actually haven't played the game. Because first and foremost, um, visiting 1,000 planets, it should be expected that many of them will be empty and devoid of human existence, because humans are still in the early aspects of settling these systems. But second of all, if you have visited even 30 or 40 of the planets, you would know that many of them I don't even know how many, to be honest with you. I've visited probably 40 or 50 planets in my playthroughs, and I have found dozens of POIs like New Homestead, which had 10, 15 hours of side content that I would have never known about had I not gone to that planet in the first place, because it's not related to a main quest or a faction quest. So when people tell me that it's empty, you've never played the game. So, well, it's just not the quality of Skyrim. In what way? Well, it's just not the same quality. It's got the writing is better in Skyrim. In what way? You're right. People never have an answer because they have this hyperbole in their mind that they've built up, or it's because someone burned a candle at Todd Howard and told them they should hate the game and hate Todd Howard. Like, it's just smooth brain. I am not playing Dispatch. Nope. I have no interest.
Okay, good. I'm happy you're on board with this fleet idea.
I already have a busy schedule.
You know that the first time that we... Oh, right. Yeah, we've not really been introduced yet, have we? Let's rectify that. My name's Torin. Just Torin. I guess you could say I'm a traveler. Yeah, I travel the stars. Here and there, and sometimes back again. And it's likely during those travels I got the attention of Watchtower. And I've been trying to shake him off ever since.
Yeah, the loading screen one is always funny too, because yeah, we've already done that a whole bunch of times. But every game has loading screens. Nuh-uh. Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't have loading screens. Oh, yes, it does, honey. You just don't know what an actual loading screen is because you've been programmed to think that a loading screen is a static 2D image. But if you don't think that every game out there has a loading screen, you have been brainwashed. Good to know you, Torin.
I think nothing of it. Just doing what's right. Okay then, if we're going to make this fleet idea work, it's about time we get a move on before Watchtower catches us with our pants down.
Yes, the creation engine is something that for some odd reason a lot of people have an issue with, and I think it's because you're expected to pay for the content. It seems to be a common theme that, like if you go watch the comments in my Fallout 4 announcement video, there's a lot of people who are like, they should have given it to us for free. I've given them enough money over the years. It needs to be free. There are a lot of people who seem to think that companies should develop these things for free, or that creators, like, is it Kingarth or Kent, I don't know the name of the company who made, or the name of the group of modders who made this, right? They have free mods, but then they have paid mods like Watchtower, which requires you to spend $10 or whatever, right? And there are some people who are really resistant to needing to spend money on things. I get a lot of commentary from people who think that, like, No Man's Sky is the gold standard that every single company should adhere to and should give free updates forever. And I was like, first and foremost, not every company is built in the same way to be able to economically do that. Second of all, No Man's Sky is a good example of a company where I think Sean personally feels like they fucked the launch up so bad that he's like, I am going to give people the updates for free forever with this game as long as we can financially still make money from this, because we need to make up for that. And they have gone from an overwhelmingly negative to an overwhelmingly positive on Steam over the course of 9 years, specifically because of that. But as an example, Bethesda is a company with hundreds of employees. Hello Games is a company with, I think, around 50 employees. There's a big difference. Also, one company has investors, another company does not. Again, it's a big difference, and not every monetization strategy fits every company the same, nor should we expect them to all be the same. In a perfect world, every company, in my mind, would make a game, sell the game, and then have DLCs that they then make and sell. Which is the way it used to work, and it's just evolved a little bit since then. Anybody who spends time modding a game like this and then putting something into a creation store deserves to get paid for their time. So the people who are resistant to the creations scene, they don't fundamentally understand what the creation store is or the relationship that Bethesda has with their creation community, or the fact that many of these people who have started off in the creation scene doing mods have eventually gone on to make money and get jobs working at Bethesda to create official Bethesda content, which is a great way to work your way up the ladder. Um, so people who don't understand that are always going to criticize from the outside, right? Because they don't get it. They just don't get it. Yeah, Dribrum, Hello Games will make it up on their next game too. Correct. All right, I don't want to be captured by Watchtower. Pants down or up?
You and me both. Here's how we're gonna pull this fleet thing off. First, we need some hardware, equipment, especially designed to handle this sort of thing. Had a pal look into it, and he figured out what we'll need. A Model 2 Fleet Sync control node. And he knows where we can find one too. But the problem is, control node is not easily accessible. It's stored away in an old facility with no simple way in. But I got a solution for that. Here, catch.
Hello Games was sued by whom? When was Hello Games sued? Who was Hello Games sued by? I just googled Hello Games lawsuit and I'm not finding a single lawsuit other than over the name Sky. Broadcaster Sky sued over the name of the word Sky in the name, and No Man's Sky won that. So what do you think Hello Games was like? I'm waiting for this one. Because Hello Games, as far as I can see, was never sued over anything other than the name Sky, which was Sky Broadcasting Company protecting their trademark name, which you have to do if you're going to hold a trademark. There has never been a lawsuit against Hello Games other than that one. So I'd love to hear that rumor in chat that someone's trying to spread. You're in good company, Bryce. I love Starfield as well, and pretty much everybody in my community loves Starfield as well. We play lots of Bethesda games here in my community, so welcome aboard, Bryce. Yeah, there's no answer. No surprise there. Yeah, because they're just spreading rumors in chat. Trolls. What's up, Thorgan? Is this a grenade? Looks familiar. Reminds me of something from the Colony War.
Hey, good eye. What you're holding there is a flare, similar to the ones the UC and Freestar Collective used in the war, just a different manufacturer. Works the same though. If you're playing outside, just toss it on the ground to mark a spot, then depending on what the flare signaled, ships in orbit can fire down whatever was requested. Emergency backup, supplies, or sometimes just a good old airstrike. Or orbit strike, I guess.
An orbit
strike. They called
strike.
them sky drops, right? Very versatile, very useful. And now, very illegal to use thanks to the armistice. At least, illegal for the military.
No, that never happened,
But
Bogdan.
we're not military. I got a skydrop system rigged up to my ship, and that's what we're going to use to get into that facility and grab the hardware we need.
Hang on, let me further explain that. There was an investigation by the UK's Advertising Standards Authority in regards to some people trying to claim that there was false advertising. The investigation found that neither Hello Games nor Steam falsely advertised anything. So there never was anything. An investigation is not the same thing as a lawsuit. Not the same thing at all. If an investigation uncovers something that is fraudulent, it then goes into a lawsuit. But there was never any false advertisement. Therefore, it never progressed to a lawsuit. There are some people who just don't understand how the legal system works, and that's where you get the rumor of they were sued for false advertising. No, they weren't. There was an investigation because enough people complained. So the way it works depends on where you're at, but like that was in the UK. In the United States, it operates in the same way. If enough people make a claim to the Attorney General of a given state, the Attorney General, who is the Attorney General is like the #1 lawyer for the state. If enough people make a complaint to the Attorney General's office that something is fraudulent or something's going on, the state Attorney General is obligated to investigate to see if those claims are true. And if those claims are true, it can then lead to a lawsuit. The same thing in the UK. Enough people complained that the UK's Advertising Standards Authority, the ASA, investigated, found that that actually didn't happen. There was no false advertisement. Therefore, fuck off back to Reddit, you little trolls. Like, that's literally what happened. Was a bunch of people tried to claim that something happened, didn't actually happen. Big difference. Forspoken is a good game. I had fun with it when I tried it last year. Or was it this year? It was on PS Plus. I thought it was fine. It was a good game. Combat was a little repetitive for me, but the story was great. I loved the voiceovers. Alright, how do sky drops work?
The thinking behind them was, when you're in the heat of battle, you never know what you might need, or when you might need it. So, if you found yourself in some trouble, just hit some buttons on a flare, toss it down, and a few seconds later, whatever you needed, there it is.
Okay.
Although, no system is perfect. Skydrop has its drawbacks. First, being you need at least one manned ship in orbit with the Skydrop system installed.
Okay.
Second, that ship needs to be loaded with whatever it is you require.
Ordnance.
Ship can't drop what it doesn't have.
Okay.
Lastly, Skydrop is a bulky system. Usually you need a large ship to accommodate it. However, I've discovered some workarounds for that issue.
Okay. Do we need special hardware to create a fleet?
Well, no, not technically. However, it's one thing to have other ships just follow you around, but we need more than that. We need coordination. If Watchtower disables your ship, the fleet needs to notice this and react straight away to protect you. That's the whole point of this. And tell me, have you ever actually tried to coordinate multiple vessels in the middle of battle all at the same time? It's not easy, trust me. That's why we need this control node. Otherwise, none of this is going to work.
Hey! We just sold a new Grown Man coffee mug from the merch store. That's the perfect moment for me to plug that. Grown man playing video games. Do. Thanks for that. Appreciate the purchase. I am indeed a grown-ass man playing video games. I'm making a big order of my own merch, by the way, for Christmas. I'm going to order a bunch of stuff so that I can actually start repping my own merch on stream. I got a couple more campaigns that I'm launching. And once those are all launched, I'll be able to make a bulk order. But I want my... I play games on story mode. My wife is a paid actress. I'm a grown-ass man playing video games. Thanks for the free engagement is another one I can't wait. Because when we play games like this, and I get all the trolls, also troll tiers fuel my retirement. I can't wait. Now that I got enough in there, I'm gonna order a few $100 worth of stuff. How does Skydrop get us into the facility?
Ah, come on, I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Exactly, John Coons. It's a modern iteration, so it has better
let
everything.
Your imagination run wild just a little while longer.
All right, let's go get this fleet hardware.
That's what I like to hear. Time to get moving. Jump in your ship and meet me outside. Hail me when you're ready, and we'll plot a course.
Okay.
I'm glad we're doing this. You and me. We'll show Watchtower they picked the wrong people to mess with. This time.
This time. All right. Back out to my ship. Meet Torin in space. We are now in space. There he's going in his ship. The
We're gonna be jumping
Perseverance.
to Eridani 3 in the Eridani system. Once we're there, we can get things started. You good to go?
That's a cool looking ship, by the way. I am good to go. Well, once we set in Aerodynamic 3, what's the plan?
We'll do a quick scan of the planet, find the facility with the fleet control node, make our way inside, grab the loot, and get out of there.
Understood. I'll set course now.
Okay then. Power up your grav drive and take point. I'll be right behind you.
Copy that. Sorry, we gotta get around the station here. Alright. Why do I have no points in my grav drive all of a sudden?
And here we are at sunny Eridani 3. Alright, power up your scanners and do a sweep of the planet. See if we can find our facility.
Copy that. Abandoned weapons station. Hang on, I might need to just scan. Do I need to just scan first? Or I think we're just good to, like... Yeah, I just think we're going to the abandoned weapons facility. Yep, Outer Worlds 2 in a few hours. I will be taking a break before then, though. Get some breakfast, go to the park, do some exercises. Got to take my grandniece to school. Although I don't think I'm actually taking my grandniece to school this morning because my sister-in-law's here. So I think her and Chris are going to take her together, and then they're going to go run errands. I'm going to go to the park. I haven't done pull-ups in like 9 days because of all the rain and mud, and I'm hoping it hasn't rained in like 3 days. So I'm hoping the park has like cleared up the mud
Good
so I can go do
gracious.
some exercises.
This place is just beautiful.
Hail Torrent to transmit the data. I think I might have to get back in my ship. I may have missed something. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think I needed to scan from orbit. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's go take off really quick. I needed to do it from here. Sorry. That's what I was wondering about, and I kind of forgot. It's been a while.
Let's see what the stars have in store for us this time.
Let's enjoy another loading screen while we're doing this. Trigger all those man-children in chat. Loading screens. Alright. Hail Torrent turns into the data. So, did I already scan it? Landing automatically scans the planets. Oh, okay. There we go. Things I didn't know.
Receiving your telemetry. There it is. I see our facility, near one of the poles. Huh. Gren wasn't kidding. Most of it's buried under ice. Won't be easy to get inside. But no problem. That's why we've got Skydrop. All we need to do is... Hey, I'm detecting incoming ships. They're small. Look like drones. Watchtower drones, damn! They probably detected our scan. We'll have to deal with them before we can head to the planet's surface. Don't worry,
And
these
your
things
own
aren't big enough to carry
screenshots.
disruptors. Still, they can do some damage, so
That's
let's
what I
take them
love
out as
about
fast as
a
we
lot of
can.
the loading screens is the fact that my screenshots get put up in there, which I think is pretty freaking awesome.
I can handle this.
Bitch.
Glad it was just drones. Okay then, let's get back to the plan. I'll need to stay in orbit in order to use Skydrop. You'll need to land and find the exterior of the facility.
Okay.
Once you're there, I'll provide further instructions.
Copy that. But we gotta loot first. Hold up. Watchtower components. Ooh, those look like some sort of a currency. Or a quest item. They're marked with a yellow. Alright, so what I think I missed doing was going to the star map and like doing some sort of a scan from here or something. I don't know that I've ever scanned a planet before. I guess that's the scan, maybe? I don't know that I've ever paid attention to that before. Huh.
Glad it was just drones. Okay then, let's get back to the plan. I'll need to stay in orbit in order to use Skydrop. You'll need to land and find the exterior of the facility. Once you're there, I'll provide further instructions.
Land ship, find facility, got it.
Make sure you keep warm. Conditions down there don't seem overly hospitable. Okay, have a good landing.
So I had to actually progress that to get to the landing section. I was like, why am I not getting a POI? And it's because I hadn't finished the actual conversation. There we go. Yes, I agree, Transcend. And that's like this being a mod, you know? It's kind of like lacking a little bit of the polish. It's all good. Figured it out. Yeah, but I don't think I've ever scanned a planet. Ever. I've played 2 playthroughs, 600 some hours. I don't think I've ever scanned a planet. I always just go to a planet, land on the planet, and I'm like, scan the planet? I didn't know what he meant. I thought he would just target the planet, it would automatically scan it. Like, I can't say that I've ever scanned a planet. Or if I did, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I know I've looked at a planet and hit the LB to, like, look for resources, and I'm assuming that's the same thing. But I don't know. Like, those are the things where I'm like,
think
The
there's
facility you're
really
looking for
life
shouldn't
out
be
there?
too far away. Make your way there and I'll start prepping Skydrop.
alright. Ah, it's literally not that far away. Alright. Oh, that tree.
need to do. In order for Skydrop to work, the ship deploying needs pinpoint coordinates and a drop request. So,
Okay.
take out that flare I gave you, punch in a request for a surface missile, then throw the flare near the exposed portion of the facility. That's right, we're blasting this sucker open. And I've only got one missile on board, so make sure you don't mess up.
Program flare strikes surface missile. I don't even know how to access this menu. It just put me into this menu. Programming flares for surface missiles. How do I throw the flare? Is the flare equipped? It is somehow equipped, and I didn't know it. I'm gonna do a quick save just in case. No, I don't normally play with mods. This is the first time I've ever done a mod before.
Okay, that's a good read. System's got a lock, missile loaded, Skydrop deploying.
Oh shit! Was I a little too close for
now
that?
you gotta wait inside.
Oh shit! There is a.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, that's a big old
Perhaps I
mech.
should've mentioned this sooner.
There's a
This
fucking
is the
mech!
Watchtower facility we're breaking into. But I didn't expect them to have mechs.
Jesus.
Scratch it, and we just used. Get some distance between you and that mech now.
Yeah, that's the plan. Do I need to run the other direction? No. Fucking
All right,
mechs,
remember,
dude.
Watchtower is still looking to capture you. So find the control node, get back to Stardock, and my friends there will help you. And if we don't see each other again, best of luck. I got complete confidence in you. Hey, you want to see something cool? Fix your eyes on the mech. And say goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
Oh, snap! That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, all sorts of goodies. I will take... Hang on, it popped up a screen and I was in the middle of looting. I don't know what the pop-up just was. Damn it! Why would you pop something up while I'm in the middle of looting something? God damn it. Hang on, I gotta go to my stream. I gotta go see what that pop-up was, because I don't know what that pop-up was. I'm watching the playback really quick, because I don't know what that pop-up was. Whoa, 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 hang on, it went and then it disappeared. God damn, that's a fast pop-up. I wasn't in, what? No, damn it, it did it again. It flashed on the screen so quickly. Someone's saying it was about contraband. Oh, so something I looted was contraband? Yeah, illegal. Okay, I see it. It was contraband. Okay. Okay. So I'm now carrying contraband. That's good to know. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, the yellow thing is for contraband? I don't think I've ever really looted contraband before, so I haven't. It's not something I'm familiar with. Maybe in my very first playthrough, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this because it wasn't, you know, I wasn't playing like a. I wasn't trying to be a smuggler. Yellow marker is contraband. Copy that. I just somehow forgot about that. So the Watchtower components are all being listed as contraband. That's interesting. Okay. I think we're just here to get a component. I'm genuinely surprised that that was a mech. That was really cool because, you know, we've seen mechs in the official game stuff, but I've never. Oh shit! Did not anticipate we got turrets or something. Well, get out of the way, bitch. And we got robots.
I am unable. Repair.
I'm running low on ammo.
Catastrophic damage.
Oh, what the?
Damage. All systems.
This menu is lacking. There it goes. Be a little buggy on this. Protocol advisory. All instances command, no exceptions. Stay alert. Mech salvage bay. Turret and bot response teams are deployed, neutralizing the threat. Diagnostic sweep. Normalize personnel compliance. Turret and bot deployments. Stay alert. Stay secure. Don't believe the lies. Oh wait, wrong game. cope. All right. Duct tape. Med pack. It is fracking dark in here, man. Oh, and then the lights just flip on as I come in here, and there's like deactivated robots everywhere. I'm not scared at all. Oh, only a weapon engineer can get through. Mildly terrifying, yes. What's up, Deeks? Oh, I hear a robot somewhere in here. Oh, shit! I hate these ones. Those scare the fuck out of me, dude.
Massive damage.
That's right. I'm like stuck in the door. There we go. Stupid robots. Oh, you keep being cranky. You're gonna shoot me from the window. Project assessments. Synchronization stable, response time still under stress. Core stability needs more. Mech storage. Maintenance is on the back burner. I'm using whatever weapons I have ammo for right now because I have not worried about weapons on this playthrough because this was a funsy playthrough, so I didn't worry about weapons. I loved, there was a really cool weapon I got out of Shattered Space, which was like an automatic, I think, plasma gun. I don't know, it was badass. That's what I was taking through my previous playthrough before I went through the portal, the Unity. This is not a daycare. Learn the system, document it, and stop wasting time on trivialities. Flip the correct switch. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Skill too low for mastery lock. Set new power switching at switch panels. Well, I don't know where the switch panels are yet. Around the corner.
You won't stop me.
Oh, I can't get. Oh, hang on. I should quick save because I don't know if there's a specific order to press these things in. Why is she crying?
Wait a second. Where are they?
Hang on, I'm paying attention because my grandniece is crying. I think she's having a temper tantrum, and I need to pay attention here real quick.
Combat protocol. I have missiles in
There you are. I'll make you regret this.
So, I think Chris's sister So Chris's sister stayed the night last night, and I think she just took one of the stuffed animal toys away, and she went running to Chris, like, pitting the two ants against each other. She stole my stuffed snake. Well, I don't know if that was the correct switch or no. Maybe.
Catastrophic damage.
Request note manager's logs. Okay. Hangar platform power draw. Now with silence. This is the procedure for routing power to the assembly hangar. Have to be activated in the correct sequence for proper power distribution. Each generator has an indicator light. When activated in the correct order, the lights will cycle to green, signaling the system is processing. Activated the system. Activated a sequence of the system resets. You'll need to start over. Do not blame the switches when it resets. It's not the system, it's user error. Ha ha! Oh, I better take a screenshot of that. Because it's literally telling me the order here. If you still cannot manage this, perhaps consider another position. Alright. Remote turret control. Update friend foe settings. Recalibrate. Thank you very much. Okay. Now how do I know? Okay, hang on. I've gotta go pull up my screenshot here. My phone capture tells me what I'm supposed to do in the correct order. Initialize the system error circuit. Transformer. Turbine. System initialization. So initialize the system. Power the turbine insulators. followed by the air circuit oscillator. And then finally flip the transformer distributions. And now we get to go remove the control nodes. God, the atmosphere in this DLC is freaking amazing. I did not need to pick that up. Hang on. Yeah, no. Drop. I don't want to pick that up either. Also drop that. Everything else. Drop the steak too. That's definitely a turret, but I should have reprogrammed. Is that a ship? That is a ship. Am I getting a new ship that I'm about to steal? It's one of those little robot fuckers that's going to come after me in a minute. Well, I will say one thing, guys. They have nailed the atmosphere with this mod. I keep wanting to say DLC. It's not a DLC. Like, this has definitely got a creepy... And I've had a few jump scares with these, especially these little fuckers that come out of the woodwork. Heavy breathing. Heavy breathing. Alright, the turret should have been reprogrammed. God, is that another mech just sitting waiting? It is! Look at it, it's all red. I'm gonna quick save here, because something's about to go down. That is definitely a ship. Is it the loading ramp? I bet when I come out of it, that mech's gonna be waiting to eat me. Oh, there's like a collider right there. I can't get around. Damn it. There's some really annoying colliders on that ship, I'll tell you that much. I would love to be able to destroy that thing, but... Watchtower Corvette. I gotta go up. Return to Stardock. So we have to make it out of here now. I know the... Wait, can I pilot this thing out of here? The ship is in no condition to fly. Alright. We did just take the node out of it. Okay, the moment I get out of that, the mech's gonna come alive.
All by yourself, too. Well done.
Shouldn't you be mincemeat?
Nope. Lightly tenderized, maybe. I did get knocked around a little bit. Guess I do have some explaining to do. But not here. Not now. We'll be safer back at Stardock. We can talk more there. And also get started on your fleet.
This is what we came here for, right?
Yep. This particular make and model is exactly what we need. At least according to Gren. You've not met him yet, but once we're back at Stardock, I'll make the necessary introductions.
Let's get going.
Sounds good to me. Now call me crazy, but I don't think my ship is going to be flying anytime soon. So I'm going to have to bum a ride. Don't worry though, I am a great co-pilot. I only ever crash ships when I mean to. Okay, let's head back.
There's that mech coming to life.
Was that you or me?
Warning. Connection error detected. Anomalies in Corvette control system. Containment protocols engaged. Area sealed.
Huh. Evidently, pulling that control node had one or two unforeseen consequences.
Looks like it.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. We are not this isn't. We cannot fight this thing. It's shields. There's no way we can get through those. The firepower needed to. Wait, I think I got a plan. Stay here and get behind some damn cover.
Okay.
1 second. Just checking.
We're gonna take off in this Corvette, aren't we?
But it does have a synapse disruptor. Perfect. One small snafu.
Maybe not.
The Corvette doesn't have power, but it is umbilical to the facility's reactor. Here's the plan. We can draw power from the facility. You just need to flip some breaker switches. Should be 4 of them around the hangar bay. I'll regulate things from here. You flip those switches fast as you can.
Leroy Jenkins!
Battle mode active. System integrity at risk.
Hopefully not break a leg in the process.
Integrity.
Okay, good start. Power started flowing, but we'll still need more. Don't stop now.
Don't stop running, or you'll become a fried, crispy critter. No, I'm not gonna make it up. Fuck! Oh, there's stairs. Okay, never mind. Thought I had to jump or something. Oh, no.
Re-evaluating threat level. Hostile activity noted.
Okay, where's that button at? What's in here? Hang on, we got
No time
stuff
for
to...
messing around. Come on, flip
Dude.
those switches.
Are we on a timer? We're on a timer. Alright, where's the switch? There's loot, man!
Nice, but the Corvette's still thirsty. Keep it up.
I did not need the ramen. Too late. Alright.
Initiating containment procedures.
Almost there, but we're still short. One more. We're so close.
Those turrets aren't doing nothing. I thought I programmed them to help me.
Evaluating threat level.
Alright, where's the ramp up to this? Over here. Fuck, I don't see a ramp. There's definitely a walkway system up there. How the hell do I get up there? Oh, that stupid oh, I see a ramp. I see it. I see it. Fuck, did I just give myself a sprain? God damn it. Please tell me I have something to get rid of the sprain.
You okay? Flip the breakers. The disruptor's not gonna power itself.
Dude, I had to find a way up.
Futile.
Chillax. Of course, this fucking robot doggies up here.
Hostiles defeat. Total system failure.
Get to those switches. We're still short on juice.
Yeah, I just passed by like 2 robots that are gonna eat my face off.
You did it! Yes! Disruptor's got all the power it needs.
Okay.
Alright, hold on. I'm taking the shot.
I wanted to see him take the shot, but I'm distracted by trying to save my ass.
Hey. Hey, you alright?
I've been better. Pocket.
Easy now. There's no need for such strong language. Let's keep things civil. Although, I suppose you've got a good reason to be upset. You got zapped by the disruptor. Of course that would happen. I should have thought of that. Sorry, that's my bad. But hey, the mech's out of commission. See? Nothing but fried circuits now. All thanks to you. You're not half bad at this whole thinking on your feet thing.
As for the Schmetzman?
The mech? Oh, yeah, it's as dead as dead gets. I checked. Twice. Don't worry, that thing is not getting back up. Huh. You know, since I bagged the last one, I think it's only fair to call this one yours. Good job.
Frank Moo.
You're welcome. Drool running down your chin and still impeccable manners. Bravo.
That is true. Bravo.
You're looking more upright than I'd expect. Guessing the disruptor didn't get a clean hit on you. Huh. That's lucky. Means you should be able to walk, and in a straight line even. More or less. Well, lockdown's over and we have the control node. We can finally leave this place. Come on, let's hightail it back to Stardock.
Alright, let's get out of here. Of course, I gotta figure out how to get out of here first.
Second here.
Oh man.
Next.
I'm not stopping to fight more robots. Wait, we landed, didn't we? Can we just fast travel from here? We're not docked. No, you cannot fast travel during combat. Hold up. Didn't I leave my vehicle parked around here somewhere? Apparently not. Are we still technically in combat? Yes. Right, let's boogie out of here. Oh shit! Don't put the controller down, we gotta fight. Is he beyond the asteroid? Oh, I'll just take the hit. Oh, got some more loot. Why is the battle music playing? Maybe because we were in the middle of a battle? Like we just did a big space battle. Outer Worlds is still a few hours away. But we will be playing here in a bit once it's live. That is the plan. But we are still about 4 hours away from, we're 4 hours away from the launch. That's a big ass asteroid. Yeah, I had no desire to fight more robots. That was enough. Man, we are coming in hot. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. There we go. Yeah, that's a good thought, Deeks. Any teasers on how I'm going to play my build for Outer Worlds 2? I don't know if dual wielding is in the game. If dual wielding is in the game, then I'm going to go for a dual wielding pistol. But really, I'm going to go fast talking smuggler type guy. So like somebody who has really good persuasion and dialogue skills, lock picking skills. So like I always like playing rogue characters in RPGs because I love being able to like persuade people and lock pick and sneak around. I don't need to be able to do stealth combat. Like I don't care about being like a stealth assassin, but I definitely want something that's going to be high dialogue and being able to like hack computers and pick locks and stuff. If I can dual wield pistols, I'm going to go pistol build. If you can't dual wield, I haven't even, maybe I can Google that right now. I don't actually know if you could dual wield in Outer Worlds 2. If you can't, I'll probably go with like some sort of automatic rifle. Dual or sniper, yeah. Because we also have companions, so yes, you can dual wield in the Outer Worlds 2, which is at least that's what AI is telling me. So if that's true, then I'll probably end up dual wielding pistols. I don't know if that's true. If that's true, then I will, but I don't know. So I'm gonna wait and see. Um, long range sniper, that might be fun too. Transcend. When does it come out? About 5 hours from now. 4 hours from now. I'm sorry, 4 hours from now. It is currently 6 a.m. Pacific time. It comes out at 10 a.m. Pacific. So in about 4 hours, we're going to be starting our Outer Worlds 2 journey. So yeah, the weapons are the secondary for me. The primary is just I want a character who's going to be able to um, like fast talk his way out of situations, be able to hack all the computers, pick all the locks, stealth gameplay if I can. Dual wield if I can. If not, probably some sort of automatic. Because again, I get finger fatigue from having to pull the trigger all the time with weapons, so I would prefer low automatic weapons. But yeah, number one important thing for me is being able to fast talk my way out of all of the situations.
Torin! Why is it every time you get back from a supply run, you're nowhere to be found? Is it really that hard to stay put and not leave the station unattended?
You're exaggerating. It's not every time. Besides, Babs was here.
Babs can't regulate the station's power core. You know, the unstable power core.
So, how was your supply run? Those surgeon guys have everything you need?
No, they didn't. Per usual. And don't think I didn't notice you changing the subject.
Speaking of changing the subject, let me introduce my friend here.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you too. Sorry, who are you?
This is the person I told you about, Harper. The one I was looking for. He was very almost a permanent guest of Watchtower. Thankfully, though, I was there to save his sorry ass. Instead of waiting alone on an empty station, twiddling my thumbs.
Oh, I see. Huh. Then I guess you had a good excuse to not be here. You're off the hook. This time.
1,000 thank yous, my fair lady. Thy generosity is truly boundless.
Boundless
Put a
generosity.
sock in it, Torin. And you, Torin's friend? From what I understand, you be no fan of Watchtower, right? If you want to give them a bloody lip, come talk to me when you have a moment. Got a job for you.
I like jobs.
That's Harper. Stardock belongs to her as much as it belongs to anyone. She lets a few of us hang out here, provided we don't misbehave.
Alright. How did you survive your ship crashing?
That's a good question. It wasn't easy. I mean, I never intended for a suicide run, but still, you can't always rely on your talents to get you out of a jam. But I did have a way out. A sort of escape plan. Without getting too deep into the nitty-gritty details, let's just say this time, my talent was at least enough to avoid certain death. But not enough to land me anywhere near you, post-escape. That's why it took me a while to catch up to you. Sorry about that. But you did just fine without me. And I knew you would.
You didn't really answer how you escaped?
Ah, you already know. And if you don't, you will soon enough. So, why spoil the
Is he
surprise?
Starborn?
Look, I'm still here, you're still here, that's what's important. The specifics, those will come when the time is right.
Who is a few of us?
Let's see. There's me, Gren, and the occasional drifter. And I suppose now you as well. Harper's got a soft spot for the dispossessed. That's for sure.
Streamlab nuked a message. Oh, it auto-modded somebody. Streamlabs doesn't like foul language, apparently. What is this station we're on exactly?
Stardock. Well, now it is, but it's really only had that name for the past few months. Before that, it laid abandoned for a decade or so. And before that, I think it was some sort of outpost during the Colony War? You should ask Harper about it. She knows more about this place than I do.
So, since we got the control node, how do we get a fleet?
For that, we need to go talk with Gren. He's a ship engineer. Can help us get everything set up and installed. You've not met him yet, so maybe I should... Gren maybe isn't what you'll be expecting. But you don't need to worry about him. He's on our side.
Alright, let's go meet Gren.
That's the spirit. We should head over to Gren's workshop. Or, I suppose we could go to the bar, talk with Harper first. She did seem to want you for something.
Everybody
It's up to you
wants
what
me
we
for
do.
something.
Lead and I will follow.
I am the most wanted man in the universe, after all. But tis. Alright, I'm checking here. I think my main internet's back. Yay, it is. Sweet. That's where I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to go relax for the next few hours, recharge the batteries on the controller, go have some breakfast. I'm going to go to the park, do some exercises. We will be back in a few hours for the Outer Worlds 2. Now, according to the screenshot I have that they shared out on Outer Worlds and Xbox, we're 4 hours away from launch. But I know Transcend was saying it's 3 hours for them, so it might be different for the Australian folks, the Oceanic folks. So, if it is going to be live in 3 hours, I'll be back in 3 hours. If not, it's going to be 4 hours. I'm definitely going to sit down at my desk and check in 3 hours and see if it's live. If it is, we'll be back in 3 hours. If it's not, it's going to be 4 hours. But either way, we'll be back with Outer Worlds 2. We'll see how the day goes. I don't know if I'm going to do one big marathon session or if we're going to do like a short 3 to 4 hour session and then take a break and come back and do more. But we have Head Start access, and I will be we're all in on Outer Worlds 2 for the next few days. I probably will not play any more Starfield until we get to the 29th because I want to take advantage of having Head Start access, which many people do, but we're going to be streaming that. And then once we get past the early access part, we will be back to do more of this. There's a chance I might hop in and do a few more hours of Starfield here and there, but I really do want to go hard and heavy on Outer Worlds 2 for the next few days. And then after that, don't forget, we're going to be doing the deep dive in Fallout 76. We're going to be doing the deep dive in the Elder Scrolls Online, and other stuff, so stay tuned for all the things. And I will catch everybody in the next one. And if you missed any part of this VOD, don't forget to check on YouTube because this is going to be getting its own playlist on YouTube with episodic format. So we'll be cutting this into about 30-minute episodes. So stay tuned for that if you didn't see the whole VOD or watch the whole VOD in playback. As always, live every single morning at 4:30 a.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Everything in between happens on YouTube, so stay tuned there. Don't forget all the socials, the Discord, the Patreon, the Homestead channel. Don't be a dick. Enjoy video games. See everybody in a few hours.